Alrighty, friendos, welcome in. So you are here to earn some mad money and XP. We've come to the perfect place. I've made a few videos on this in the past about the best ways to farm money and experience in Phasmophobia, but I've kind of switched my strategies up a little bit since then, and I've had a lot of questions about it as well, so I thought I'd go and make another video. I'm going to show you two different strategies that I use depending on my mood. The first one is like a one hunt strategy. You go into the house, use one hunt to figure out the ghost, and either you know the ghost or you leave and guess the ghost. And the idea is just efficiency. Like, you go in there, it's like I should say, it's all about speed. You go in there, hope that it's a ghost you can figure out in one hunt, and then leave. And even if it's not a ghost that you can't figure out, maybe you'll get some objectives done, maybe you'll find the bone and make a little bit of money. But those games last you about 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, and so you're just getting a lot of money fast. The second strategy I'm going to show you is a little bit more slow-paced. You know, it's still zero sanity, zero evidence, but you can stick around for a couple hunts to figure out the ghost, maybe do objectives, maybe get a perfect game. So it really depends on your playstyle and whether you want to get really quick games done or make sure that you 100% know what the ghost is. Now, before you click off this video because you're like, oh, I don't know how to figure out ghosts without evidence, that's okay. I do have a couple guides on how to figure out ghosts based off their ghost abilities. And even if you're still not confident doing it that way, this is the best way to learn ghost abilities. And it may sound frustrating, it may seem impossible, but I promise if you just try these difficulties and just go in there and experience what it's like to see ghost behaviors, you will learn how to figure out ghosts based off their ghost behaviors. All you gotta do is just start trying to do it. I know that sounds very simplistic, but if you just try these difficulties, even if they're hard, you will eventually start learning these ghost abilities. Okay, enough rambling, let's go and hop in there and try it out. So here's my first custom. This is my one hunt custom, and I'll go ahead and we'll go through, I hate how it does this. I'll go and pan through each of these settings. It should come out to a 10.12 multiplier. The general premise is that we have zero sanity, zero evidence, no hiding spots, a couple other small things like one grace period. The idea is we just go there for one hunt, try to see what the ghost is, and then leave. And we're actually going to do this first one on Sunny Meadows because I want to show you how big of a payout you can get if you go to Sunny Meadows and do this. You'll also get your silver trophy. Actually, no, you'd have to get the picture and a couple objectives. But this could get you in the zone for trying to get your silver trophy if you don't have it yet. But I'll show you how easy it can be. So let's go and hop in there and see what kind of ghosts we can get. So yeah, we're only going to stay for one hunt. I always go in with a flashlight, smudge stick lighter. Obviously, you could go in with something else. I like to have a flashlight. I like to be able to see, and it also helps me do a couple extra tests, like maybe a yokai test or a raiju test. For having my flashlight instead of other things, you know, maybe you could bring something for an objective. Like, see, if depending on where the ghost is, we'll be able to get 2 objectives done. Like, if it's near the chapel, it'll blow out a candle in the chapel. But I'm 100% going to get one of these objectives done. Okay, so we're going to go in. We're going to wait for the ghost to hunt and then go find it. So I'm basically staying for more than one hunt because I'm going to go find the ghost. But we're going to experience the ghost for one hunt. What's fast? It might be Dio, actually. Okay, well this... So this ghost is a very easy Dio, but this shows how easy this difficulty can be sometimes. We go and repel it for the objective. Now you're not always going to get this lucky, but you can get this lucky. So maybe after this, I'll go ahead and do one more game where it's not this simple. I swear, every time I'm making tutorials, I get Dios, and it's like, I can't explain strategies when it's just the most obvious ghost in the game. Okay, well, hopefully she blows out a candle while she's in here and we get 2 objectives done. But I just wanted to show you how much money you can make on this difficulty. Yeah, I see some smoke over there, so she definitely blew out a candle. Alright, well, I will meet you guys back in the truck after we've loaded out and see how much money we make from this. Okay, so with getting the ghost right and 2 objectives, we made, okay, well, I also made an extra $50 in experience. We made about $1,200 and 1,200 XP. That's just from one game. That took us like maybe 2 minutes. Super easy. Sometimes you get really obvious ghosts like that. Sometimes they're a little bit more tough. But just the speed of the game of going in there for just like experiencing the ghost from one hunt and leaving, you end up making a lot of money and experience just from the speed of the games, even if you don't get the ghost right. So this is one strategy. Let's go and hop into Sunny Meadows one more time though, because I want to show you like the thought process I go through whenever the ghost is not a Dio. So let's go do that one more time. And then we're going to go hop. This difficulty is also good for Tanglewood. It's probably Tanglewood or Willow Street. Maybe even Ridgeview, because Ridgeview you can actually loop the ghost around the dining room table for the entire hunt. I can show you a couple different maps, I guess, that you could do this difficulty on. Alright, so general strategy, if the ghost is not a Dio, is that I'll go and stand out here by the map, wait for the ghost to hunt, and if I don't hear it near here, I'll start walking around the building and looking for it. I usually go over here around the courtyard by the kitchen. Let's see. Don't hear it yet. Okay. So we're gonna go back by the kitchen, and if I don't hear it by the kitchen, and go to the west wing. If I don't hear in the west wing, then I go into the east wing. I'm always keeping a mind of the hiding spots I have in case I do find the ghost. So like that bed at the end of the hallway, you can hide behind that. There's a spot in the laundry room that you can hide in if the ghost is back here, but I don't hear it. So we're gonna keep going to the west wing. Okay, so the hunt is over. We're gonna go into the west wing and try to listen for the ghost. There's a really good hiding spot at the end of this hall in case it happens to be in here. And then for some reason it's in the basement. There's also another good hiding spot in the basement on this side that we can use. So this hiding spot right here is what we'll use if the ghost happens to be over here. You can actually like smoosh yourself into this hiding spot and it's totally safe. Okay. Now let's see if the ghost is over here. Okay, so for some reason this ghost like isn't hunting right now, which is immediately making me want to think like maybe shade, or I've noticed a lot banshees, if they're like stalking you, they don't like, they spend a lot of time stalking you and then they don't hunt. So it is a little weird how long it's taking this ghost to hunt again. I doubt we're in its room right now. That'd be really funny. I mean, that book kind of looks like it's askew. I could try to step out and see if this was its ghost room. But it doesn't seem like it. Oh, dude, okay. So immediately, yeah. Immediately I'm thinking shade. Because it wasn't hunting. I was like sitting there for probably a minute. It wasn't hunting, and the second I stepped out, it hunted. Okay, well, that doesn't normally happen either. I don't normally find the ghost room and sit there waiting for it to hunt. So in case you don't know, shades cannot hunt while you're in the same room as them. So it could be something else that just chose to wait forever to hunt, but the fact that it hunted as soon as I stepped out of the room is really sus. And it's normal speed. Okay, the hunt is over. I will meet you guys back at the lobby screen to see how much money we made and if we were right about shade. We were indeed right about shade. That is so funny. That really happens when I do this. Is that we find the ghost room and it's also a shade. So we made a little bit less money because I didn't get the 2 objectives done this time, but we still make about like over $1,000 in XP. So a really good way to farm money, a little bit more challenging, but you can make these huge payouts in just like a couple hunts. Okay, let's go and hop into some smaller maps. And I'll show you my strategies for how I use the same difficulty on the smaller maps. Okay, so on Tanglewood, I usually just try to beeline it for the kitchen. I mean, we are on this, like for this small map, we're just gonna stay for 1 hunt, and then if we don't know what the ghost is, we'll guess and go. But I usually just try to beeline it for the kitchen. Try as fast as I can to get these lights on so we can see. Okay. Okay. So already off the bat, I know this ghost is not a Jinn. Because it didn't speed up when it saw me. So far, its blink looks very normal. I don't think it's an Oni or a Phantom. I haven't seen it shapeshift, so probably not an Obake. Isn't speeding up on my flashlight, so not a Raiju. Hasn't lost me yet with my flashlight on, so not a Yokai. Honestly, it looks like a ghost that I probably can't figure out with, in just 1 hunt. So this would definitely be a guess and go game. Usually if I don't know the ghost, I always just guess and go Goryo. Because Goryo is one of those ghosts that takes forever to find out with no evidence. But it could really be a bunch of other ghosts. So here's an example of a game where you probably won't be able to figure out the ghost in 1 hunt. And I'm still making like 30 bucks and 30 XP. So the sheer rate of like doing these games so quickly, even if you don't get the ghost right, you're still racking up money and XP really quickly. But let me go and show you how much money you'll make if you do know what the ghost is. Alright, so I also went ahead and popped up the timer on my screen in case, it is a ghost that we know and we smudge it at the end of the hunt. You could use like that 90 seconds of hunt prevention on the smudge to try and look around for the bone. Since this is such a small map, it could be pretty easy to find the bone in 90 seconds, which would be another good payout. Okay, let's go something from the basement. It's normal speed. Okay, not a Jinn. It didn't speed up when it saw us. Not an Oni, it's not visible enough, but also too visible to be a phantom. Not throwing enough to be a poltergeist. Not a Raiju, it's not faster on my flashlight. Not a yokai because it keeps following me. I'm gonna go and smudge it. That way we can go and get a smudge timer going. At least maybe look for the bone. And I always set a timer for it as soon as the smudge finishes burning. Okay, we'll go and peep around for the bone really quick as we're leaving. Ghost is getting angry at me. Let's see. Still not seeing the bone anywhere. Bone is probably— oh, okay, we did find the bone. Alright, we still have some time to spare. So again, in this situation, I'm not sure what the ghost is, but I was just guessing Gogorio. Okay, ghost was a wraith. It actually kind of seemed like it was starting to follow me there at the end, but I wasn't gonna be able to figure that out in one hunt, unfortunately, unless it spawned inside of me when I hunted the first time. But even with getting the ghost wrong and finding the bone and getting a couple objectives done without even trying, I still made like $120, 120 XP, which is about like what you'd make on like amateur or something doing the same kind of thing, right? Or I don't I don't know. Okay, I am definitely 100% next time I talk to you will be with a game where I know what the ghost is. Okay, so I actually know what this ghost is. This ghost is actually a Raiju, which is getting faster around my flashlight. Now I just have to somehow survive in the dark. And we'll go look for the bone and we'll leave. Okay, let's try to peep around for the bone while we have some time. Don't see it in here at all. Don't see it in there. Let's check in the basement. This is one of those instances where I wasn't— the ghost hunted before I could go get the kitchen light on. But because it was a ghost that I didn't need to visually see, it was a Raiju. It got faster on my flashlight. I didn't really need to see it, I guess. Yeah, this bone's like really sneaky. I was not able to find the bone, unfortunately. But maybe you'll be luckier than me and you'll find the bone. And that's actually a really good payout. It's definitely worth trying to find it. But you always want to leave before that timer hits 90 seconds. Okay, let's go and see how much money we make now. I did also get 2 objectives done.
Welcome back.
So that time we were able to make $400 and 500 XP. So that was a very quick game. You can like obviously do this a bunch and make a lot of XP quickly and safely. So let's go and I'll go and show you a couple other maps you can do this strategy on as well. So Willow Street has a similar kitchen island that can loop the ghosts behind and still like rule out a lot of ghosts while crouch looping the ghosts. I'll show you that strategy here. And it's a little bit easier to get the light on because you don't have to walk all the way through the house to get to the kitchen. So it's kind of nice. However, I've noticed it's a little unfortunate when the ghost is in the basement. Sometimes the ghost takes a long time to get up here. Although I think it's in that back right room. So we're a little lucky here. And however, this ghost is taking an eternity to hunt as well. Which is a little unfortunate for our speedrunning hopes and dreams. Here we go. It's a revenant. So I might not even bother looping it. What I might do actually, maybe go and smudge it so we can get a timer going. That way we can maybe look for the bone. Okay, I just gotta make sure it doesn't see me. Okay, keep going that way, buddy. Okay, so we'll go ahead and try to peep around for the bone really quick while we can. Now, as far as like taking a picture of the bone, that's only gonna get you $10 more. So honestly, I don't think it's worth it to bring in a camera to try and get a picture of the bone, but I'll leave it up to you all. Okay, nice, we found the bone right here. Okay, we're just gonna pick it up and get the heck out of here. And of course, at any point in time, we could get mimicked here. If you wanted to, you could stick around and check for orbs. I like the risk of potentially getting mimicked. Okay, so we got no objectives done, but we don't know what the ghost is, and we did find the bone. So let's see how much money we make.
Welcome back.
So we made $300 and 400 XP. Super easy, super quick. You do love when you get those obvious ghosts, because it's a guaranteed big payout. Okay, there's one other map that you could try this on. It's a little bit riskier, and trying to find the bone could definitely be a much more pain in the butt. But I'll show you my strategy if I were to do a one hunt difficulty on Ridgeview. So the Ridgeview dining room table, you can actually loop around the entire hunt if you save your sprint accordingly. And I'll go and show you how I do that. And then if for some reason it doesn't go well, you always have the fridge that you can go and hide behind. So we just get these lights on. I might peep around to see if the phone is anywhere nearby. Oh, yep, okay, it's right there. Cool, we can grab that after this hunt. Okay, so already normal speed, normal blink. Alright, this is not, unfortunately does not look like a ghost I'm gonna be able to figure out in just one hunt. So I'm gonna go and smudge and hide. I'm gonna set a timer for the smudge just so we know how long we have to get that bone. Yeah, unfortunately the one ghost you probably won't be able to figure out doing this on Ridgeview is like a yokai, because you can't hide behind the counter to see if it's a yokai. But it's definitely a really good way to get a visual of the ghost. We did get the bone. I'm gonna guess and go Gorio because that's what I do when I don't know what the ghost is. And we'll see, we should still make some good money because we got the bone. And did we get... So we got one objective done as well. So let's see.
Welcome back.
Okay, so yeah, that was what ghost I was not gonna be able to figure out in one hunt, unfortunately. But we still made $140 and 100 XP. All right, let's go try to go on Ridgeview and figure out, try to get a ghost that we can figure out in one hunt. Okay, so this ghost is already really, really fast. So what we're gonna test for here is if I see it speed up with line of sight at all. Which so far, it is definitely not speeding up with line of sight. So I think this ghost is gonna be a Thay. Go over here, just smudge it, because we don't really need to loop it the whole hunt. If this ghost is a Moroi, which is the only other ghost that could be at this speed, it would have gotten faster and faster and faster as I was looping it right there. And this ghost did not, so. Ghost is indeed a Thay. I'm gonna peep around. I didn't set a timer for my smudge, unfortunately. I was too busy explaining the Thay. I'm gonna look around for the bone, probably just like on the first floor. I think that's all we have time for. Well, I didn't find the bone on the first floor. I could go upstairs and downstairs and look for it, but I'm not gonna risk the money from this game, so. We got Thay locked, we got one objective done. Let's see how much money we'll make.
Welcome back.
Again, $300 and 400 XP, so some pretty good moolah and XP. Okay, so now I've showed you the one hunt custom that I like to use. Let me show you a little bit of a, not this one. Let me show you a little bit more of a cozier difficulty. This one, you can feel free to stick around for multiple hunts if you need to. You could even go for like a perfect game and see the maximum amount of money you can make. So this one's gonna maybe take a little bit longer, but if maybe if you don't like looping the ghost and you want to ensure that you know what the ghost is, and do some of all the objectives, get some pictures, this is a great difficulty to do it while still making a lot of money XP. So let me show you how I would go about doing this difficulty. Sorry, I should probably show you the difficulty first, right? So here's the player, ghost, and contract. All right, let's go and hop in there and see how much money we can make. Now, I usually start this difficulty the same way I would do the one hunt games. I just go to like the kitchen on Tanglewood and try to see if it's anything I can just figure out in one hunt. And then if not, then I try to take note of where the ghost room was, like where it hunted from. Okay. Looks like it's hunting from the foyer. So we're just gonna sit and listen to it this first hunt because I don't have the lights on. It does sound like it's normal speed. So we can already cross off like this, all the faster slow ghosts. So the next hunt, we'll try to get the lights on and actually see what this ghost looks like. Okay, hunt is over, turn the lights on. I'll go and talk about really quick how I was able to cross off these ghosts. So Moroi would have been fast, Dio would have been fast, and then slow when it found us, because it would have found us no matter what. Haunt 2 would have been very slow once it left its ghost room, because it would have been warmer outside of its ghost room. Revenant, like you saw in the Willow Street game, slow, and then fast if it were to detect us. Twins would have either been slightly slower or slightly faster than normal, and then Thay, like in the previous game, would have been super saiyan speed. So now we're going to pay attention to some other things, like whether or not it's a yokai, raiju, jin. Ghosty. Okay, so I think actually this... Oh, ghost is a jin? Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure this ghost is a jin, actually. Because it got really, really fast when it saw us, and then went back down to normal speed. And it's like not getting faster around our flashlight being on right now. So maybe I'll go ahead and showcase the jin ability one more time so you can see what it looks like. And then we'll go about doing like objectives and getting some pictures. I'll just try to go for a perfect game this game. Okay. So what I want you to look for the jin ability is listen to how it's normal speed. And then as soon as it rounds that corner, it's going to get like a quick pep in its step. And then when it gets closer to me, it's going to go back down to normal speed. I'm going to peep what my objectives are. EMF, parabolic, hidden picture. Okay. Should be pretty easy peasy stuff. Okay. So right now it's normal speed. Gotta get its aggro though. Ghosty. Ghosty. Hopefully it gets over here before the hunt ends. You see how it got faster to catch up to me? And it's gotten a little bit of line of sight speed because it's seen me around the corners. But that is what the Jinn ability looks like, and that's a great place to test for it, is right there. Okay, so I'm gonna start getting some stuff for objectives. I don't have the ghost smudged right now, so it could hunt when we go back inside, but I'll try to go back in with my smudge stick. And we do have hiding on this difficulty, so we don't have to worry about hiding. Crucifixes are a great way to get pictures. Each time the ghost uses a crucifix, you can take 2 pictures of it, one for the burnt crucifix and one for an interaction photo. So we'll grab this, maybe a camera, and try to get a picture of the ghost. For the objective, I think you're hunting from like one of these rooms. I don't know if it's this room, maybe the bathroom. Is that where you just do something? We will set up for both of these rooms. We do have hiding right here. I still need to go find the bone. We're gonna go grab some more things for objectives actually, since it didn't hunt right away. And of course, you can always use salt and footprint pictures to fill up your journal with 3-star pictures. So it's an EMF and parabolic. Okay. Throw that in there, that in there. I'm gonna go in with my smudge stick just in case it tries to assault me as I'm going back inside. It did not. Still has not used a crucifix. Oh, there's my ghost picture. Darn it, dude. The ghosts know. Every time you drop your camera, they do a ghost event. But we'll probably get another ghost event. I'm feeling confident. Okay, so here's the crucifix usage, so we can go and get 2 pictures of that. We can also get EMF reading off the crucifix for the objective. There we go. Let's try to have our camera on us in case it does another ghost event so I don't mess it up again. Then we can sit here and try to get parabolic reading. Okay, I think it's, yeah, I'm getting a 0.3 looking at the foyer, so I think it might be like a foyer ghost. Let's get some more pictures. And then I'm gonna move this other crucifix out here so we can get some more pictures. Okay. I'm also gonna grab the other camera. I could take a picture of that. Nice, okay. Got the ghost picture, so that's done. Still need to get this parabolic mic objective though. And we still need to go find the bone. Okay, so it just dodged the crucifix. That's why it's hunting. Which is okay. We got this hiding spot right here. I just want to double check I got the, yeah, I got the 3-star ghost pick. Okay. Make sure we got Jinn selected as well. So if you take 2 pictures of every crucifix usage, a picture of the ghost, and a picture of the bone, okay, we got that done. You can easily fill up your journal with 10 pictures. That's usually what I do. I'm gonna try to put this here. Maybe you hunted from more like there. Maybe we'll save this camera for the bone picture, wherever it may be. I have not even tried looking for it yet. And so I'm just gonna sit here and wait for it to use that crucifix, if it wants to. Hopefully it does. Okay, nice. I just need one more crucifix usage. Gonna peep in here for the bone really quick. Alright, bone isn't in here. Bone isn't in here, so it's probably like maybe master bedroom or basement or garage. Those are the places I haven't checked yet. Alright, so it just blew on my lighter. Yeah. I'm gonna promptly hide because it probably is gonna hunt outside the range of the crucifix. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna need you to stop dodging my crucifix so I can get these last 2 pictures. This would be really cool. It's kind of throwing more things in the bathroom now, so maybe I'll move this back over here. Yeah, just touch that door. Hopefully it's hanging out in the bathroom now. Okay, just through that cup. Come on, use the crucifix. You know you want to. You can do it. There we go. Okay. I'm actually gonna go ahead and as well smudge this area, which will buy us about 90 seconds of time to go look for the bone. I'll set a timer really quick. Okay. So we'll grab this, go look for the bone. Where's my flashlight? Okay. I think the bone's gonna be like, this is the only place I haven't checked yet. Have the bone spawn in here. And it did. Look at that. Hopefully this boot doesn't mess up my picture. Okay, it didn't. Alright, so we actually have everything we need for a perfect game. Let me get out of the house and we'll just double check really quick. Okay. So we have all 3 star pictures. We got all the objectives done and we know what the ghost is. So let's go and see what our payout will be.
Welcome back.
Okay, so a perfect game on this difficulty. We got 900 XP and $721. So almost as much money as we made on the Sunny Meadows 100 games. So here's some strategies that you can use to make a lot of XP and money before the reset if you're trying to get a certain badge. I know it can seem a little bit overwhelming trying to play with no evidence, but I promise if you just try out these difficulties, and not only is it more fun, but you'll just see your money and levels absolutely skyrocket. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. I'm happy to answer any and all of them. Otherwise, if you liked the video, make sure to drop it a like. If you love it, drop me a sub. Good luck ghost hunting, and I will see you in the next one.